Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're embarking on a massive rescue mission. We're looking at a looming technology crisis that's about to affect perfectly capable aging hardware sitting on desks and in labs all over the world. Our mission today? To understand exactly how an operating system called Zorin OS 18 is stepping up to save these perfectly good machines from the scrap heap. So let me ask you this. What exactly happens to 240 million perfectly good PCs in October 2025? It's kind of a staggering number, right? And honestly, it represents an impending e-waste crisis of monumental proportions. Because on that exact date, Microsoft is pulling the plug on a massive segment of the world's computers. Okay, let's dive into this timeline to really understand why this is happening. Microsoft launched Windows 10 way back in July 2015, but October 14th, 2025, that marks the official end of life for Windows 10 Home and Pro. This means no more free security updates, no more routine patches. Nada. Now, usually you just upgrade to the newest version, right? But Windows 11 has these strict hardware requirements that literally leave millions of older processors in the dust. Contrast that with Zorin OS 18. Because it's built on a long-term support Ubuntu Linux base, it promises security patches and support all the way through at least April 2029. Section 1. The e-waste crisis. 240 million PCs at risk. Grounding our whole narrative today is this massive figure right here, 240 million. That's an industry estimate from Canalys. This represents the number of PCs out there that simply cannot meet Windows 11's strict hardware gates. If you own one of these machines and want to stay secure online after October 2025, your options are incredibly limited. You either pay for expensive extended security updates, buy a brand new computer, or we send 240 million perfectly functional machines straight to the landfill. The stakes literally couldn't be higher for our environment. Just look at the stark contrast in hardware requirements. Windows 11 is acting like an exclusive VIP club. You need a TPM 2.0 chip, secure boot, and a relatively modern CPU just to get your foot in the door. It's basically an artificial hardware gate. But then, on the flip side, we have Zorin OS Lite 18.1. It completely does away with that TPM requirement and happily runs on 10 to 15-year-old hardware. Honestly, it highlights the total absurdity of tossing out a great machine just because it doesn't have a specific security chip. It really goes to show how forgiving the Linux ecosystem can be. Section 2. Enter Zorin OS 18, the ultimate bridge. So Zorin actually provides a tailored rescue plan for pretty much every type of user. You've got the Core Edition, which is completely free and gives standard users a really beautiful modern genome interface. Then there's the Lite Edition, which we're going to talk a lot about today, designed specifically to revive older PCs. Education is absolutely loaded with learning tools for budget-strapped schools. And finally, there's a paid Pro tier for power users, offering premium layouts and bundled creative apps. So no matter who you are or what your hardware looks like, there is a lifeline here for you. Section 3. Reviving Old Hardware. Zorin OS Lite 18.1. Honestly, this number says it all. 1.5 gigabytes. That is the remarkably low amount of RAM Zorin OS Lite needs to function. In an era where web browsers can eat up gigabytes of memory just to open a few tabs, having a base operating system that just stays out of your hardware's way is incredible. When it's idle, memory usage hovers between just 800 megabytes and 1.2 gigabytes. That is wild. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how Zorin pulls that performance off. It leverages a super lightweight desktop environment called XFCE 4.2, so it isn't bogged down with heavy, unnecessary animations. But right beneath that light exterior is the very modern Linux kernel 6.17, ensuring broad compatibility with all your stuff, Wi-Fi cards, Bluetooth, audio drivers, the whole shebang. Plus, it includes a layout switcher that actually mimics Windows 10 and 11. It completely counters that old stereotype that Linux is too hard, too weird, or forces you to learn a whole new way of using a computer. Section 4. Bridging the app gap. Seamless app transitions. Okay, I know what you're thinking. What about my apps? Zorin tackles this fear head-on with a built-in triage tool. When you double-click a familiar windows.exe file on Zorin, this migration assistant pops right up. It automatically detects over 170 common Windows installers. So instead of slapping you with an error message, it suggests the best native Linux app, a web app alternative, or even guides you on how to run it virtually. It takes all the guesswork and frustration right out of finding software alternatives. But what if you absolutely must run that specific Windows program? Well, that brings us to Bottles. Think of Bottles as a clever little mini container that emulates an isolated Windows environment. It lets you seamlessly run those .exe applications natively on Linux. It even handles complex stuff like DirectX to Vulkan graphics translation totally quietly in the background, meaning you can run popular Windows tools like Rufus or Internet Download Manager without ever typing a single terminal command. No way, right? Yes way. All right, so your local apps are covered, but what about the cloud? Well, Zorin OS 18 allows you to mount Microsoft OneDrive natively, right inside your Files app. You can access your Microsoft 365 documents directly from your desktop, no annoying browser detour required. And for everything else, the built-in Web Apps tool turns websites like Microsoft Teams, Google Docs, or Slack into first-class desktop apps with their own dedicated icons and windows. These integrations preserve the exact workflows you already rely on, making the OS switch almost invisible to your daily productivity. Section 5. The Migration Steps. Safe Transition Plan. So how do we actually do this? First, always back up all your disk and cloud data completely. Safety first. Second, and honestly, this is kind of the magic of Linux, you test your hardware with a Zorin Live USB. This lets you boot into the full Zorin OS straight from a thumb drive to test your Wi-Fi, audio, and web browser without touching a single file on your actual hard drive. How cool is that? Third, you use the Migration Assistant to plan your app transition. And finally, step 4, the installer lets you choose between a clean install that wipes the drive or a dual boot setup that installs Zorin right alongside your existing Windows 10. Now, if you choose dual boot, this is where it gets incredibly convenient. Zorin OS allows full native access to your Windows partition. You can literally just open your file manager, click on your Windows C drive, and drag and drop files seamlessly into Zorin. It makes slowly migrating your data completely painless. And hey, if you ever boot back into Windows, you can use a free tool called Linux Reader to grab files from your Zorin drive too. It's a completely open, two-way street. So we've covered the hardware crisis, the software solutions, and your safe migration path. I want to leave you with this final thought-provoking idea. Zorin OS 18 is the most realistic path to keep older PCs secure, productive, and out of the landfill. So, will you let your PC become e-waste, or are you going to give it a second life? The choice is entirely in your hands, and as we've seen today, saving your computer has never been more accessible or more powerful. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.